So we've made it to the start of the Great Glen Way. It's a gorgeous morning. It was forecast for rain. We may get some this afternoon, yeah. It's a bit of a chill, isn't there?
There is.
I was going to put my wind shirt on. The blue one that I showed in the last video, but that's hung up in the front door at home. So after all that overthinking, I've still got it wrong. But yeah, we're going to crack on. It's around 11-12 miles I think today to Gairlochy is where we're kind of hoping to pitch up. Come on mate, I found us a shortcut already. So this is the reason why sometimes a trail of around 75 miles ends up being around 80 miles. It's all these little detours, just having a nosy around. I don't think I'm going to bother with the shortcut because it looks a bit moist. Don't make these like they used to though, do they?
They don't. I think it might have been built at the same time as Morrison's.
I've been walking about a minute and a half. Got to get the rest while you can. So the sign, apparently, the whole of the trail is really well signposted. We're looking for that thistle sign there.
In blue.
Yeah, in blue. So I've only watched a couple of videos. One, Sam Cully's, which he explains about all the signs being really good, and the other one's Abby Barnes had done one as well. I didn't want to totally flood my brain with other people's experiences. We're going to take our time and just enjoy it ourselves, aren't we, for what it is.
Definitely.
If we see something off the track, we're going to have a wander and have a look at it. The tallest mountain in the UK, Ben Nevis. What are you doing, having a bet on Wednesday? He'll be servicing the WhatsApp group, so we've got a WhatsApp group just to send pictures and that back to missus. We couldn't think of what to call it. It wasn't the Great Glen Way. At the minute it's called the Great Glen Hoddle. But if you can think of some different glens, tomorrow it might be Glen Miller or something like that. What do you reckon?
The Glen Miller band.
Yeah, we'll see anyway. Think of some great glens. There's a few great glens over there, look. I forgot to spray my trainers with permethrin, so it's going to get a bit of a dousing in smidge. Just rub it in. Don't want those blood-sucking little parasites jumping aboard, do we? So you can just see in the centre there where the water's a bit like rapids. So this is like a hydroelectric facility, so you see some pipes coming down out of the mountain there, so that somehow is creating electricity, and this is where the outflow of the water is. Bring your kayak. Got a speed camera there, look, for the fast walkers. Doesn't include us. Maybe the cyclists. Morning. This was not part of the deal, mate. It's making me go over a bridge. I hate bridges. Like B.A. Baracus. I ain't getting on no bridge. For someone that likes the outdoors, you'd never get me on. I'm a celebrity. I can't do bridges. And I can't eat grubs. Oh. Don't look down. Although there's sometimes you've just got to brave it. That looks lovely. Right. Quick march. How was breakfast this morning?
Very nice.
Full Scottish?
Little continental and then a full Scottish. Tea and coffee.
I had haggis on mine, so I was proper Scottish.
Nice.
Need to probably walk more than 12 miles to burn it off though. Very nice though. How cool is this? This is the Old Boat of Caol. So this was washed up ashore back in 2011 during a storm. Has been here ever since. Although it seems to have been repurposed as a canvas for the local artists. Looks like it could fall over any minute, doesn't it? So the path says this way, doesn't it? I want to have a look at that way. Adding some miles. Just a little nosy. It's just, I love these old canal locks. You don't want to fall in there, do you? You're never getting out, are you?
Not climbing out of that.
Which side of the road do we want to be on?
I think it's that side. The sign's at that side, isn't it?
Yeah. Feels like we're going up and down at the minute. This is a fantastic bit of early 19th century engineering. This is Neptune's staircase, built by Thomas Telford. And it's a series of locks along the canal. It goes for about 1/4 of a mile long, and it raises the water level 19 metres basically. So that's what the lock systems are there designed to do. Normally on a canal it's all slow moving, man-made channels of water. But sometimes you need to go over hills and stuff. So that's where the locks come in. So I'm not sure how many of these locks there are across the 1/4 of a mile stretch. But they all used to be opened by hand wound, but now they're connected to a hydraulic system. I'll see if I can get an aerial photo from somewhere just showing the scale of this thing, but just look at the difference in the water levels. You can see it seeping through in the bottom there, and then it's up to nuts in this side. Apparently it can take 90 minutes just to get through this little section. I'm not keeping record of anything. I've got no idea how far.
3.6.
Is that it? Is that a good time stop for a brew?
Always a good time to stop for a brew.
So apparently there's not loads of different stops along this route, so you got to get them in while you can. I know.
Don't want to take out off and don't fall out.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
What's that? Bars Iron Brew.
Diet Iron Brew.
Made in Scotland. Flagatas. Oh, that's nice. It's time to bring some glamour to the occasion, I think. Where are we? Look at the state of those. They're beauties, aren't they? You reckon?
They are?
They are.
I feel like you should be in Benidorm.
Primark special. I think they were £4. Polarised as well. £4 though, so they're not going to be any good, are they? Don't even look good. Anyway, I'm going to sit and stare at Ben Nevis, I think.
Looks amazing.
So right at the bottom of Neptune's staircase is a little office where you can hire a key, £20, but it gives you access to the showers and the toilets all the length of the canal, but it was short. So just been in this little hut here where there's some, I'm going to call them canal people, and they've given us the canal key and obviously lifted us 20 quid, but
Yes.
we will be able to go to the toilet in somewhat comfort, I'd imagine.
Let's see.
That's the plan. Now we need to get back over the other side again. That one's a beauty. This is quite a unique trail because you can actually paddle all the way along it, you can walk along it, and you can cycle it as well. So lots of options depending on your favourite activity. Maybe you don't want to have a go at doing all of them. You fancy a go?
The knowing would be good.
I'm not a fan. I can't steer or anything like that. Woody says we're just under 7 miles of hiking so far. We must have done a good 50 metres of elevation, something like that. The most we've had to go upwards is Neptune's staircase. You know, just following the banks of the Caledonian Canal.
Yeah, Caledonian Canal.
So, the Great Glen Way, do you know how it gets its name?
I don't, Paul. Please tell us.
Please enlighten you. So it's named after the Great Glen Fault, which dates back 400 million years. Tectonic plate shift or whatever it is formed this huge valley from Inverness down to Fort William. So it's basically the name of the fault line, and the trail goes along it for however far it is, 75 miles, something like that.
75 miles, yeah, something like that, give or take.
The paths are a bit better now than they were 400 million years ago, of course, and you wouldn't have been following this canal. But I'm not sure about the locks. I don't know, how old something like, because we go past Gairlochy and Loch Ness. I'll have to have a look and update you for history lesson later on. But yeah, it's really easy going so far. I've had a few people in the comments say that the Great Glen Way is a little bit boring sometimes. It might be because it's not the most technical of walks. I know the second half of the hike is going to be a little bit trickier because we are going to be taking the higher route, but it's still beautiful. It's so peaceful, and this valley is just gorgeous. It's the first time we've had an opening to the right for a little while. There's been a lot of trees around us, but you can see the other side of the valley now. You've got Old Ben Nevis range over there. There's quite a lot of snow on the tops. They're big old lumps, aren't they? This looks interesting. Not sure how we're going to get over there. So the boats can go through freely, and when you want to cross you've got to wind it. Sussed it. Have you got a 6mm Allen key in your bag?
I need more than an Allen key. And some brute strength.
Yeah. Fortunately we haven't got to go over there. I'm wondering if this is one of those toilet block things. Different key. It's not that then. To squat behind a bush. What's that, about 10 mile?
10 miles, yeah, just done.
Gairlochy. First camping spot's not too far from here, hopefully. Still not found one of those toilet block things. Looks like something over here where the phone box, but I don't know if there's... It'd be nice if it's a shop selling ice cream. Watch out, chickens! So there's a designated wild camping site down here. So this is off the trail a little bit, but it's going to be home for the night, I think. But there's nothing here. I was kind of hoping there'd be like somewhere with a little honesty box or something like that, so you could fill up on goodies. We've got enough in the bag. We haven't got a 99 though, with chopped nuts and hundreds and thousands of sprinkles, monkey's blood or whatever it's called, that red sauce. There we go. Wayfarer informal camping area. Must be on human powered trips. 6 small tents, maximum 12 people. We'll be fine. Might be able to see one of the locks in action here. So basically you have to use these gates to adjust the water level, so you bring in this boat up from that level to that level and lock one gate, open that one, fill the water level up, and then the boat can sail on through. Simple but genius. So the levels have equalised now and the lock keeper is opening the lock. So back in the day you'd just have to hand wind all that. This is our camping area. Pretty basic but quiet, and we've definitely got somewhere to pitch. And we've got snow-capped mountains in the distance. Feels nice getting shut of this for a bit, doesn't it?
I was thinking, we've only had it off. You took it when you did your feet. We've
been off.
I think, calf, haven't we?
Yeah. Feels weird getting set up this early, doesn't it? But get a tent up, get everything inside. We're due some rain from 3 o'clock onwards, so at least there's a backup plan if the rain falls, isn't there? That's me done. I'm not bothering with guy lines or anything like that. We've got no wind. Ground's rock hard anyway. That's not going anywhere. Lanshan, Andre?
The Lanshan.
Getting a dab on?
The right dab on. Very humid. Could do we've been up on the mountains for some of that white
It's a bit
stuff.
fresh up there. I bet it's going to drop in the morning though around here. You know, there's no wind. If we get a clear night, there might even be a frost. I don't know. We'll see. What's it like to pitch?
Not too bad. Not as easy as yours.
It's getting pegs in that's the hardest thing, I reckon.
Pegs the hardest bit.
If someone in one of them boats has got a crate of Pepsi Max, name your price. Banana.
I will, mate, yeah, if that's alright.
I think there'll be a bin where the facilities are. I don't want to leave.
I was trying to get my bag in, make sure everything's alright. I was trying to walk over there, see if I can get some water else,
Yeah.
so I can have a good guzzle. Don't want to think like
I don't want to leave these food things anywhere near the tent either, because I saw from Sam's video a mouse like chewed through his tent. Same tent as mine as well, so Durston might be a little bit on the tasty side, so I don't want to give him any excuse. You're making sure that them zips are tight.
Yeah.
You don't want a gnat's cock to get in there, never mind a tick.
I don't want no intruder coming in there. So you're not a fan of bridges, are you?
Not a fan. Don't like them. Although sometimes you get a good view from a bridge, don't you? Anyway, it looks like troubled water to me, that. Let's have a look, see if it's worth the 20 quid. Oh, it is pretty basic but clean. And there's taps. And it says no drinking water. But that is running much clearer than what's in that canal. I've come prepared so I can turn mucky water into wine. I've drunk out of worse things, haven't you? Worse sources than this. Got a bit of a purge out first. You bought a water filter?
Yeah.
Not that you can't use this one, like, but I'm just wondering, it's one of them things you never think, do we? That we're being two of stuff, really. Could have had less weight if we'd bought one stone. One. Yeah. Very British way of doing things. Do you just want this filling up as it is, or are you going to guzzle that first?
That's alright.
Yeah.
Just fill that.
Needed that. This is heartbreaking. So this came as, you know, when you get your coffees and what have you in your hotel rooms. I thought I'll take that for later. Cracked it open and it's just bits. I'm looking forward to tucking into a biscuit. It's like kibble. I'm not wasting it though. Come on, have a bit. So just as we're coming back from the washroom, we saw a sign that said tea room on the wall, so I'm going to have a wander down. There's nothing on the map and there's nothing on any of the things we've read about the trip. It does look like old paint though, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
might have used to have been a tea room, but it's only 50 yards, it's worth the walk.
A tea room many moons ago.
If it was open, it wouldn't be making a killing today. There is a sign through the bushes saying all inquiries. If anyone wants to rent it out and bring the tea rooms back. I think I'm just going to have a brew. I've got... So the hotel was pretty good. It was, so I've got a biscuit from there. There was a bag of sea salt crisps. I'm going to have those as well. Yeah, so...
No.
And a few coffees. So I'm just going to have a coffee and a couple of snacks for now. I think I've got one of them kind bars. And then
Nice that one.
dehydrated meal a little bit later on.
I've had one of them, like. Never had one before, they're right nice.
Do a job. Don't want to burn the table, so I've got my little heat shield. You having a cuppa?
I'm going to get my stuff now.
I'll say, if you're just having a cuppa, I'll boil the water in this.
You sure?
You don't need to boil one lot of water, don't we? There's no point in
I'll go get my cup then.
setting up two stoves. Have you got one of these?
Yeah. Somebody got one for my
For your birthday? Oh, yeah.
Well, I did have.
Forgot about
I've
that.
got 3 now. But
Happy birthday was 50. When were you 50?
50 last Monday.
Yeah, doesn't look it, does he?
No, it looks 55.
Happy birthday, Woody. Let him know in comments. I know this doesn't really need filtering, but I brought it with me, so I may as well just filter it. Gonna boil enough for 2 cuppas. I made myself look a prat there. I should have just filled it to the top. Yep, that's going. Quite pleased we got here a little bit earlier now, because there's a couple of canoes come. So there's another 4 people, I think, is it? 5? 5 people. 6 people.
6.
So
A couple of hikers, it looks, yeah.
there's enough room, and you know, if a couple more people come, you make room, don't you? It says no camping on this little section behind us, just here, but you know, if needs must, you just let them pitch there, don't you? I would anyway. They're not hurting anyone. Tell where all money is, can't you? You got Kenko. Oh, Kenko. I'm here with my Nescafe from Home Bargains, and he's a Waitrose Kenko man.
Morrison's. Waitrose. Can't afford that.
Right, just so you know, it takes about 6 months for this to boil. You're not in a rush, are you?
No time in the world.
Actually, you haven't now, you're 50. Definitely on back 9, mate.
Feel like it.
Whoa. Raging. This is what happens when you max it out.
Maxed out, man.
You get any more in there?
Go on then.
I've still got room.
Cheers.
That's your birthday present. That's me all set up for the night. I'm giving my feet a little bit of a breather. They've had a bit of a beating actually. Just got to the Old Boat of Caol, 2 miles in. I started feeling it on the heels. I don't know why. I put these like little insert things that I put in the heels just to protect them, because my feet tend to destroy the inside of my trainers, but they were rubbing. So I've took them out, put the plasters on, and I've been fine since. Although they do ache a little bit. It's just started to rain as well. Just a few drops. Well, looking cosy in there.
Very cosy.
Plenty of room as well, isn't there? It's nice to have that bit of extra space when you...
definitely.
Especially when it's going to be...
so much gear.
Yeah. Time to get zipped up for a little bit, I think. Do not want to get wet. It's only just gone 5:30. Feels much later. And today isn't the biggest day. Only around 12 miles and it's all flat. It's one of those things you need to get in the zone, don't you? It's quite noisy around here. There's like a boating thing just across there. I'll show you that in a minute. There's probably another 10 people camping that way now. Ready for some hot food though. So I've been eating so much better than this lately, and I'm craving some real food, to be honest with you. But any port in a storm, he says, just as the wind picks up a little bit. The rain, sorry, is intermittent. Nothing, no heavy rain, shall we say. Just odd little splatters here and there. Hopefully it holds off. Going to eat this, relax, and then probably check out the shower facilities when you can. You may as well use them, aren't you? But this is technically a wild camping spot, a designated wild camping spot, shall we say. The facilities are not there unless you pay the £20 for the Caledonian Canal key. It's looking like a bargain though now. Absolutely roasting in here. Apparently they're using the heat that's in the canal water to somehow heat this room. This is the washroom. So your Caledonian Canal key gets you into the washrooms as well. So washer, tumble dryer, £3, not too bad. But it's got a facility for me to be able to charge my phone and power bank. This one's a bit heavier than the other ones that I've got, but I can charge it up 55% from 0 in 15 minutes. So that's enough to charge my phone once. I've only been here about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 72%. And it's definitely warmer in here than it is out there at the moment. Cold, wet, and the wind's picking up a little bit. It wasn't forecast for any wind. At this rate, I might need to put the guy lines out. This is more like the Scotland I know. Apparently there should be only 6 pitches here. Just look how many tents there are. Must have had about an hour's sleep already. Nodded off. 2 nights running, I've been in bed before 9 o'clock. That is not like me. It's a bigger day tomorrow, so I do need some sleep. It is 18.5 miles to Invergary, I think. We're on a campsite tomorrow, but it's a pretty basic one, so there's not much. There's no real facilities, I don't think, so we'll be fending for ourselves again. Should be a good day though. Hoping that my feet are in better condition. I will have to tape them up again in the morning. Got a bit of pseudocreme on them now just to try and help them heal a little bit quicker. But I've enjoyed it. The weather certainly helped. So yeah, I'm going to get my head down and next time I see you we'll be on day 2. 18 odd miles to Invergarry.